Hello and welcome to Learning with Lulu. So this video is quite different from other ones I've done before. In this video I actually wanted to talk to you about my LightPhone. I do not have a smartphone. About a year and a half ago I decided to get rid of my smartphone and transition over to using a LightPhone. The impetus for me wanting to do this was I had just had my daughter and I was addicted to social media, namely Instagram. And this is not to hate on Instagram at all. I do make connections with people on social media. I do use it still on other devices that I have access to at home, but I didn't want it so conveniently available with me wherever I go. And so, as I said, I had my daughter and my smartphone was a problem. And I say this because I was experiencing these beautiful new moments in my life, having a child, and hopefully, if I have any more children, it'll be just as special and beautiful of a time, even though it won't be like the first time going through it. But I would be hanging out with my 5-6-month-old and just for no reason whatsoever be pulling out my smartphone to just briefly scroll on something or just to look at it. I don't know if any of you have had that experience where it was like, oh, I'm gonna look at the time, so you pull out your phone, you do everything that you usually do, you open your phone, you go to Instagram, you go to texts, you go to email. I mean, at least these are things that I would do. And then put your phone back in your pocket, and then I'd realize like, oh, I still don't know what time it is. And so it was a problem for me personally. I didn't like this habitual need to look at my smartphone screen. And I will say that, like, I don't know that I won't ever have a smartphone again, but right now in life, this LightPhone, this is all I want, and this is all I need right now. And mine is in perfect condition. I made the mistake of allowing a infant to hold it above a tile floor. So, my screen is a little beat up, still works perfectly. And, I've got cute little stickers that my daughter applied to the back of it. But this is my phone. This is what I have on me when I am driving, when I am out and about in the world. And like, yes, I can't take pictures, but I don't want to have so many pictures. And I do have a high quality camera for when I need it in those moments. And I feel like the tagline with LightPhone is that, it allows you to be more present. And so, as silly or cliche or however that may sound, it has been very true. And since I got my LightPhone, I have started writing a book. I've been so much more productive in just hobbies. I really love sewing. I love gardening. I like crafting and reading, and I've been so much more engaged in things that I genuinely love doing. And there's a lot of inspiration to be found online, that is for sure. I have made really wonderful, beautiful friendships because of connections made online, but not always having it in my pocket, in my hand, it's been a major blessing. And I love having a LightPhone. a couple of things I have heard people be like, oh, like that's so great, I should do that, but I could never do that because of this. Some of those things have been, you know, because I just use maps too much and I rely on that a lot. And, you know, I get it. And the LightPhone, it actually does have an option for like a GPS tool now. So like, I do get that. So my husband and I both have a LightPhone. And our fix to that was we saved up like really easily a little bit of money and got a Garmin GPS, and it sits in our car and it works far better for me than my iPhone maps ever did. So we got a GPS. And then the other thing is people with pictures, and it's like, well, I personally found that I need to go back through and like clean out all of the junk repeat pictures that I still have somewhere in like my digital clutter. But as I said, like I have a camera, and you know, I find that I'm a lot more mindful and intentional about the things I want to take a picture of when it's like, oh, well, make sure I grab my Sony camera. And I mean, I feel like those are kind of the two main things that people say that they couldn't switch to a LightPhone because of. And while, you know, those are valid to some extent, for me, the benefits of having the LightPhone far outweigh, you know, any inconveniences. So I love my LightPhone, and I wanted to share about it here on this channel because I think it is a marvelous way to not just boost your productivity and focus, but just to boost your ability to just be calm and quiet in your mind, and also your ability to invest in creative endeavors that you love. Being a human, you are creative. Everyone's creative. It doesn't matter if you don't have the same creative gifts as another person. There is something that you can create in the way that you want to. And I think a LightPhone is a really good resource to allow yourself the time to do that. And then I also wanted to share about it here because being that so few people have LightPhones, the company did offer me like a referral code. So I'm going to include that link down below if you are interested and you're here on my channel and you're a subscriber. You can use that link and get your own LightPhone through that. So if you do end up getting a LightPhone, please let me know. I'm excited for anyone who's bold and brave enough to make that transition. And if you already have one, let me know what your impressions and thoughts are on it. Do you love it? Will you never go back to a smartphone? Or do you find it not as marvelous as you thought it would be? So just, yeah, what are your impressions and takes on having a LightPhone if you already have one? So thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I hope if you do get one that it does indeed improve your life in the ways that it has improved my own life. So again, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you back around. Bye.